Got my two Chevy Cruze cars. The one on the left is a root beer brown 2012 Eco Cruze. The blue one is a 2011 LS. I think that's luxury sport. The root beer brown one has a 1.4 liter with a turbo, and the blue LS only has a 1.8. It's a lot faster, but it uses more gas. Both of them are 6-speed manuals. The Eco model, if I drive it 60 miles an hour with the AC off, it always gets 50 on the highway. The blue one is a 1.8 with a 6-speed manual. It only gets about 38 to 42 on the highway with the AC off, going 60 miles an hour. The brown Eco Cruze, when I got it, I drove it to see my brother in Tennessee. Went to Cave City, Kentucky, going to caves. I went back over to West Virginia, went to the State Fair. I went to New River Gorge. That's my favorite place to be. I filmed the trains, and I went to Prince, West Virginia, where the trains come through every 45 minutes. The brown car, I got 40,000 good miles out of it. It ran really good for 40,000 miles. Chevy had an extended 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty on the cooling system, and it started overheating about, I think I got the car at 120,000. It started overheating at 148,000. Maybe it had 122,000 when I got it, but I took it to the Chevy dealership, and they wanted $93 just to look at it, and I got mad and left. Then it went over 150,000 miles, so it's no longer under the warranty. Then it kept overheating. I kept putting different parts in. The reservoir, new water pump, thermostat, all those hoses. So much stuff, and finally it overheated to where it's done. Oh, I did put that stuff in that Blue Devil, is it called, or Red Devil, whatever that is. Head gasket sealer. It lasted for 1,000 miles. The mechanic put a brand new water pump made in Canada. I paid $86 for that water pump on eBay just because it was made in Canada. And he put the brand new water pump and a brand new thermostat, and the thermostat was from another country. I forget where it was from, but he said it put too much pressure on the water pump and blew it out. It's crazy. The car starts right up, runs, drives, but it overheats. If the tech school will take it in, I'll let them rebuild the whole engine. They'll do it for $5 plus parts. I wouldn't care how long they had it. The car's just sitting now, I can't drive it. I'm scared to take it to a regular mechanic. I know I'll get ripped off. One said $1,000, but I know that $1,000 will turn into $1,500, $2,000. They'll get it apart and say, oh, you're gonna need this, you're gonna need that. Clearwater Cylinder Head on Almerton Road has that Eco head. They want $513 for it. And if I give them my old head, I think it's $200 less, $200 off. I would let the school rebuild it, but I wouldn't trust the mechanic. Even my own mechanic, he said it's too much work. So right now the car just sits. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Probably sell it. Everything's gone wrong with that car. The windows, both sides and the front, the motors went, not the motors, the regulators went bad and they fall down. The AC's been fixed 2 different times. It's crazy all that I put into that car. But it was a good car for 40,000 miles. Now the blue one, the LS, is 2001 or 2011. I got the Carfax. I think 3 rich people owned it, probably ladies. They had to take it all the time to the Chevy dealership for maintenance. I don't know why. All the oil changes and maintenance, almost everything was done at the Chevy dealership. That's really good, because the dealership takes good care of stuff. Plus they sell you stuff you don't even need. That car came from the Bay Area auction. The hurricane was coming. Not that many people were there at the auction. I got it for only $27.50. Plus 12% buyer's premium. That was another $368. It's crazy. And then the sales tax, 7%, it was another $290. And I'm lucky I didn't have to pay that tag fee. They have a impact fee of $250 for a metal tag. I had a tag to put on it. That's gonna be a good car. It's got only 108,000. I've already put 650 miles on it. That car's a 6-speed manual too. The clutch lets out real nice. The air condition wasn't really cold. It had Freon in, but wasn't really cold. I had 4 cans of Freon, and I took it to the mechanic, and for $20 he got it blowing 34 degrees. He put 2 cans of Freon in. That's what it needed. I hope it don't leak back out. Something else, the 6-speed transmission in that, the gear oil. I have no idea when it was last changed. I kind of want to change it. On the Carfax, it doesn't say exactly what they do or how much they charge, so I don't know if it's ever been changed. I'd want full synthetic in the 6-speed gearbox. What else? The oil's at 48% right now. I'm sure they put full synthetic in the whole time. When I finally change it, I'm gonna get Mobil 1, 20,000 mile full synthetic. That's another thing, that eco car, I put 16,000 miles on it with Mobil 1, full synthetic, 15,000 mile extended oil. I put 16,000 miles on that oil and it wasn't even really dirty. It's really good oil. I really like this blue car. I don't like the rims. Somehow they lowered the whole car and put they're chrome wheels. I looked them up online. They're $1,300 for 4 of them. And the tires were $155 each on Marketplace. The car's got a little shake in the front end. I don't know if it's the tires. On the Carfax it said it had a front end alignment about less than 4,000 miles ago. And the tires were rebalanced too. I might get those front tires put on the back and the back ones put on the front just to see. I went to Sam's Club. They're talking $750 for brand new tires for 4 of them. BF Goodrich. I could get China tires if I wanted at Walmart for less than $100 a piece, but I don't want China tires. The BF Goodrich are made in USA. They're really good tires. I like them. I've had them on different vehicles before. I hope this blue car don't have the problems that the other car had, the overheating and stuff. I'm almost tempted to put a digital temperature gauge on the car. The Eco car has a digital temperature gauge. This one doesn't. This one just has a pointer. I don't like that at all. When the hurricane come, I drove that blue car to my friend's about 125 miles north to get away. The car ran up there and back fine. It just has a little front end shake that I don't like. I gotta figure out what it is. I think it's the tires, the front tires. Maybe I'll get the front tires put on the back and the back ones put on the front. My tire guy would do it for about 20 bucks probably, maybe less. I guess it'd be just considered a rotation. I really like the blue car. You know how they say the good things come to those who wait? That blue car, or there was one in Tampa that I wanted really bad. It was a 6-speed manual for $5,300 out the door. It was at a car lot. It had 130,000 miles on it. And I couldn't get nobody to give me a ride over to Tampa to get it. Luckily, they sold it. Then my friend told me about this one, the blue one, and I got a better deal on it. $2,750 with 108,000 miles. 6-speed manual. I really wish it was a 1.4, but it's not. It's not the eco car. It's a 6-speed manual though. When I was out on the highway, you can see how many miles to the gallon you're getting instantly, but you can't calculate it out. On the Eco Cruze, you can go 25, 50, or 100 miles. You can put it on a little trip setting, and in that 25 miles, it'll tell you at the end how many miles you got total. The 2011, the blue car doesn't do that. I wish it did, but it doesn't. I think the blue LS will get 40 at least on the highway. Maybe with the AC on. The AC does eat up the miles per gallon. On that Eco model, it ate up 10 miles to the gallon on the highway, and it ate up 15 miles to the gallon in the city. It ate up that much gas mileage. This blue in the LS, the 1.8, it got about 38 to 42 driving it with the AC off. But I put that Lucas fuel injector cleaner in it, in the gas, and it's starting to get better. I was getting as high as 45 with the AC on, but it's not a true reading because it fluctuates. It goes up and down, up and down. I like to stay light-footed and save the gas. I can't believe I bought another Chevy Cruze after all the problems I had with the Eco. I hope I get some good miles out of the blue one. I think it was really taken care of good. The lady lost that car to bankruptcy. She filed bankruptcy and they took it. The bank took it. She lives in a $370,000 home in Tampa. She was over at the auction place trying to get the car back really bad. And they told her that she'd have to go to the auction and win it back if she wanted it back. That they wouldn't sell it back to her. She never came to the auction. She could have had it cheap. I got it for $2,750. That car is rust-free, Florida car. If one of those buy here, pay here car dealers would have got that, they could sell it for $9,000. I bet in California that car would bring $10,000, $12,000. Just because it's easy on gas. The car is only rated for 20 in the city and I think 35 on the highway, but I know I can get a lot more just being light-footed. I have a gauge that shows you, it's a vacuum gauge that goes on the dash. It tells you how many miles to the gallon you're getting about. It teaches you how to be light-footed as you drive and not give it too much gas. There's a green area, a red area, and it lets you know. You have to watch it as you drive. But that'll help save gas a lot, but I can't find a vacuum line to hook into. It's gotta have a vacuum line. And it's gotta be a vacuum line that is the correct vacuum. Here comes the power truck. I wonder where they're going. My power's still on. They're gonna go down in that field. They're on the sidewalk. I'm glad nothing happened to my car during the hurricane. Neither one. The Eco Cruze has a Walmart battery. That yellow Max battery, that's my favorite battery. But it's a 5-year battery. It's 3-year. Turn it in and no difference in the warranty. No difference in price. It was right before Christmas. One year it was, I went to start it and it was dead. And it was a couple days before Christmas, before the warranty was gonna run out. They gave me a brand new battery for Christmas for free. It's about a $140 battery. Those yellow Max batteries aren't cheap at all. Maybe $140 with the core and the sales tax, everything. I really can't believe I bought another Chevy Cruze. I got a Chevy Astro van now. It's leaking oil really bad. I thought it was the rear main seal. The mechanic was supposed to fix it. He said he'd fix it for $300. And he just plays games. Month and a half went by. He kept saying he's gonna fix it. I finally got under there to see what it looked like, and I looked at the flywheel, and the flywheel's completely dry. And it has a brand new torque converter. If it was the rear main seal, the flywheel would be soaked. The oil filter housing was soaked in oil. And I sent a picture of it to my friend Greg, and he told me that there's a rubber seal in there and a paper seal. And if I put them in, it'll stop leaking. So I'm trying to find those parts right now. They gotta be AC Delco, and they gotta be made in USA, not Mexico. A lot of the AC Delco stuff now is Mexico. All the new stuff's Mexico. But they have old leftover stock on eBay. I've seen the one part, the seal. It's made in USA. It says it right on the package. It's from 2016, but I don't care. I have to find the second part. It's an oil cooler manifold seal. On the forums, on the Astrovan forums, it says not to use Dorman, because Dorman will start leaking again. They said only use AC Delco. Oh, the tires on the Eco Cruze, it eats up tires, and the front end is aligned. It's weird. It ate up tires real quick. When I got it, I got 4 brand new Goodyear tires. I don't know why I bought Goodyears. They were cheap. They were at Walmart, and it ate up the first set pretty quick. And Goodyear made right on them. They gave me money back. Then they were rotated to the front, to the back. I kind of think I got brand new Goodyears again. I don't know why. And put them on the front and got those worn out ones off the car. I hope this LS, the blue one, doesn't start eating up tires. The tires on it maybe are half worn now. The lady really wanted that car back. I kind of feel sorry for her. Oh, when I got that car, our DMV, you have to have an appointment. And the closest appointment was October 19th. Almost 2 weeks away. There's no way I'm gonna wait that long to be able to drive the car. I was riding a bicycle to Wendy's every day to get my morning coffee. I don't have nothing to drive. So I was told that there's a standby line, and you can stay in that line and wait. And when people call in and cancel their appointment, they give it to the people waiting in that line. I waited about an hour and a half. I was ready to leave. Just as I was getting ready, thinking about going, they started calling the people one after another to go in and get their ticket to go and wait for it to be called. I'm so glad that I waited and didn't leave. The only other DMV that's open where you can walk in is Pasco County. It's 22 miles, maybe 25 miles away. They let you walk right in. They've never ever closed. The Pinellas County DMV, they don't think they're ever going to open up and stay open. It'll always be by appointment only. It's crazy. I wish I would have put those cars in the shade for the video. You can see the sun coming out real bright. It's gonna go down soon. I'm filming in a Sony 4K HDR AX33 camcorder. Sony calls it a Handycam. I can't think of anything else about the Cruzes.